Welcome, everybody, to Midwest Days of Thunder TV. It's Friday night, which means we're doing cup racing here tonight. It's the championship night here at Homestead Miami Speedway for 175 laps. We figured that'd be about 262 and a half miles, I believe. But tonight we crown a champ, and our top four drivers, our final four drivers, I should say, are going to be battling it out here at this mile and a half. Tricky kind of flat track. I'm Alan English, and joining me in the booth tonight, Francisco Villarreal. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. Looking forward to this race. I had the ability to run it on Monday. Pretty fun track. Pretty not the easiest track to drive, but not the hardest either. So it'll be interesting to see how the race goes tonight.
And down there on the pit road, Adam Turner. How you doing?
Good, yeah. This is a championship, man. So Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series Championship, brought to you by Triple T's Custom PCs. So looking forward to seeing this one. Zero fast repair, 80% fuel, unlimited tires, 175 laps. I mean, that's like 263 laps, right? I mean, that's a lot. It's
Miles, yeah.
yeah, 263 miles. Too many miles, but we'll see, man. You got Hernandez, Flanagan, Cummins,
And Fry.
and Fry for the going for the title tonight. So it'll be interesting to see.
Well, these guys are getting some qualifying in. They've got about they got less than a minute to get their laps in. There's only two or three drivers that have not put a time in.
I think they're going to start in the back. Looks like Joe Archer, Andrew Kobe, Derek Schimmel, and Giberson if he's racing, or I don't know if he's adminning.
I think he's adminning tonight, I believe.
Okay, so yeah, those guys aren't. They're like, nah. They probably don't want to mix it up with the guys up front. But look at pretty good lap time by Alan Cummins, man. He must have put some practice in.
You know he did. I know he put up a practice session day before yesterday. Had a 2-hour practice session going up that he put up. So yeah, I'm sure he got some laps in to try to get his line down and all that. It's
Yeah.
late. We're starting late evening tonight, so we're going to see some nighttime racing tonight, Francisco.
Oh yeah, and I mean, if these cars and at this track, typically what I've seen happen is on the exit of the corner, you're going to see some drivers probably get loose on fresh tires. Even when the tires wear, sometimes this car gets loose. I know on Monday, the biggest issue for us wasn't the fact that it would get tight in the middle of the corner, but towards the exit, that car was just sliding. Even on the straightaways, it was hard to control the car. So it'll be interesting to see if the same thing happens with these or what goes on.
Well, as these guys get lined up behind the pace truck, let's go ahead and go down through our starting grid tonight. As you mentioned, Adam, Alan Cummins with the fastest lap, a 32.886. That's good enough to put him on the pole. Starting outside row one, Ethan Flanagan. Starting inside row number two, the 98 of Isaac Degner. To his outside, red stick Mike Simone in the 27. Fifth place, 42 of Angel Hernandez. And starting outside row three, the 9 of Justin Barkley. Row number four is going to be the 92 of Greg Klein on the inside and the 10 of Matt Forns on the outside. And rounding out your top 10, the 73 of Justin Malarkey and the 6 of Tony Fry.
Yeah, 11th there. We'll have the number 70 of Stephen McComas. 12 will be the number 11 of Andrew Kobe. Looks like 13 will be the 56 machine of Joe Archer, the Chicken Man out of Canada. And rounding out in the back there, the 96 and the Honey Smacks machine, Mr. Angry Man himself, Derek Schimmel.
Now, I will say this race, You're gonna get a feel for how this race is gonna go just based on the start of this race. The championship contenders are obviously gonna try and push it, but biggest thing to realize here is it's a long race, a lot of laps. You want to get going, but at the same time, you don't want to risk yourself getting put into a wall or getting damaged early on to where it hurts your chances.
Yeah, this is definitely a marathon, not a sprint here. It's going to be interesting to see how they attack the first part of this race, because we do have stage races here, stages tonight, 50 and lap 160. So they're not going to get a break till lap 50.
Well,
as far as relaxing.
Here they come through turns 3 and 4. Alan Kewen's in that number 60 zigzag machine is going to be the control car as the pace truck gets ready to duck on off here onto the pit lane. Side by side with Flanagan. Green flag's out. Here we go. Championship night is underway here at Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. Oh, a little stack up behind the 60 as the 42 had to lift a little bit. The 92 of Greg Klein got into the back of him a little bit. That'll give Flanagan some room downstairs as they're 3 wide behind him. Here comes Red Stick Mike Simone with a ton of momentum on the outside. He's going to take the lead going onto the backstretch.
And Derek Schimmel just had a cold tire incident coming out of 2. Did exactly what
He has a lot of
Francisco
damage.
was talking about. Yeah, he's
Oh, Malarkey in the wall hard.
There it is. Well, that collected quite a few.
Wow, and just like that. Do we have any championship guys that were involved in that?
I believe Malarkey was one of them.
He's not in the
Anthony
final 4.
Actually, no, Anthony Fry was a Final Four contender, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Let's see what happened there.
Just got loose, overcorrected, and right into the wall.
And that's cold tires right there.
Actually, Anthony Fry didn't get involved in that. Oh, he did. What happened to him?
Be net code. Something weird happened there.
Oh, so him trying to avoid Malarkey, he turned the wheel, got loose, and him trying to save it, just put it into the inside wall.
Oh, he hit hard too. Yeah.
Ooh,
He might have just taken himself out there.
that may be one down on the championship. His engine has got to be hurting right now. Well, Francisco called it. That's out of those, what is it, 2 and 4. Cold tires will eat you alive.
Oh yeah, I mean, even with older tires, these cars are gonna be loose, so it really comes to throttle control. If you're not careful with that throttle, you're gonna find a wall.
I finally got my live scoring to work. I was on the wrong screen the whole time.
Well, it takes a little bit of brain
Good
power.
to go
when
now.
you turn the
Yeah.
computer on. Type some things in.
Facts.
Well, it looks like Alan Hewins has dropped a couple spots. Red Stick Mike, he's going to run out of energy by the lap 75. There's just no way.
He drives it like he stole it, that's for sure. He's not worried about conserving tires or any of that kind of stuff, so
Yeah.
look for old Mike to just push it as hard as he can whenever he can. So Hernandez will be restarting on the outside. Kewen's on the inside behind Red Stick Mike. The next championship driver is going to be the 35 of Flanagan. He'll be restarting in 7th position.
Well, it's a long race for Flanagan. I don't think he's in a bad position right there where he's at.
No.
He's not having to fight it out. Where a little more pressure on Hewins up there with Hernandez at the moment, trying to keep up with each other.
Well, we really didn't get to see much, just because that was basically that wreck happened basically like what, lap 1?
Yeah, lap 1.
So, I mean, we saw what happens with fresh tires. I consider it a lesson learned to some of these drivers already, but I want to see if we're gonna be able to get some green flag in, because that'll really show what these cars are gonna do on the long run.
Yeah, and show how the tire wear is going to affect them and who handles it best, you know?
Oh yeah, because I know on Monday how I mentioned the way that it was, if you're getting on the throttle too hard, what it was doing was burning out your right rear more than your right front, so it's causing you to get even looser on exit, and it was causing, I believe it was Josh, because he was talking about it, that he didn't know what he was doing, and it was causing him to get extremely loose to where even if he touched the throttle just slightly, it was snapping loose on him, while I was able to keep it a little more straight, and it just comes to tire wear. So it'll be interesting to see what lines people are running, because I believe the high line saves you tires here, but I don't know if it'll be worth it, but only time will see with these tires.
Kind of depends on where you practice too. If any of these guys did practice running that high line, they might have a little bit better advantage of running it, than some of the other cats.
Oh, here we go. They're lined up. Looks like the pace truck's about to come down. We have Mike Simone, Red Stick Mike, Angel Hernandez, Alan Cuins, and Greg Klein all lined up, ready to rock. And here they go. Looks like Cuins got a pretty good start on Red Stick Mike, but Angel, of course, is holding his own in the 42 Farmer Joe's Chickens machine. Man, that's a pretty good racing early. We'll see if these guys can keep this thing together. With these tires are still a little bit cold, I would assume.
Is it me, or did Cuins have trouble on the start, and now he's having trouble on the restart as well, keeping pace with the car in front of him? It seems like he's lost a lot of ground going up through the gears.
He checked up a little bit from Red Stick. He had a good start, but he got slowed down. Not sure what's going on in the cockpit there. Looks like the Angel's into the wall.
Very loose, able to save it though.
Yeah,
it was pretty hairy for the 42, wasn't it?
Yeah, he got himself into the wall, and I want to say he's trying to run that high line. Now, I will say, it seems like on the start, if you're able to make the car stick, you can make the outside line work really good. So it'll be definitely something to look out for later on. But I don't know. For these drivers right now, I think we they should really focus on getting some green flag laps in, keeping their car clean, and just being there at the end.
Well, they're already battling. It looks like Hernandez, Cuins, and Flanagan are already found each other on the track. Anthony Fry, unfortunately, is in the pits. He's not going to be a part of this party. But Flanagan's really driving aggressively here.
Mike Simone, lap before this one, set the fastest lap of the race so far, 33:16.
I just looked over at a comment on our YouTube, and Thomas Stanley, who's a crew chief for Angel, is saying that his pedals are all messed up. So, introducing some further challenges for him.
That's not good when you got equipment at home. It's not helping the situation here.
Not much your crew chief can do to help you over the internet there.
Well, it doesn't look like he lost any power hitting that wall, so that's a good thing. Maybe he can get it straightened out.
Yeah, based on the way the car hit the wall and everything, if I had to guess, I'd probably say 20, 30 seconds at most damage.
Look around, see if anything else is happening out on the track. Really, our eyes are on the leaders. Look at how high he's running up there, Angel.
Way up top. Greg Klein's attempting to run up there as well.
That Greg Klein's got a new paint, Sugar Llamas. He's really breaking down the door of the number 27 here in a second.
But we got to mention Red Stick Mike has been doing very well in the playoffs, even though he hasn't been a playoff driver. So, but he still wants to go out there and compete and try to pick up a win. Wouldn't that be awesome if he wins the race tonight, championship night? Maybe he'll go out there and do some tandem burnouts with whoever gets crowned our champion.
Yeah, as a driver that wasn't in the Final Four on Monday, I went out there and just wanted to finish the season strong. So I definitely feel where Mike's coming from. He wants to go out here, put on a good, solid performance, and finish the season strong.
Greg Klein, another one of those drivers, not a playoff contender, but wants to go out there and have a really good showing and really support his teammate in the 60, who is a championship contender. A little moral support out there.
It's always good to have friends and teammates. That's kind of what makes this Midwest Days of Thunder a little bit unique. We have Progressive League. You start ARCA or trucks, work to Xfinity, and then into Cup if you want to. But all the while, you have a team, and it's the team concept. So definitely be nice to have some teammates out there if you're running up front tonight.
Now,
Angel, it sounds like it's worse than we thought as far as Angel's pedals being messed up. I don't know if you saw that.
Yep. I was literally about to mention that he's using his clutch as the accelerator.
Oh, man.
That is going to be awkward, and that's going to be hard to be consistent.
Well, he might be able to. It depends on what the issue is. If it's a simple, he didn't go to the wizard, set it up, he might be able to do it during one of the competition cautions, drop a few positions and get it fixed. But if it's one of those things where the pedal's just not working, so you had to switch it, then he's in for a long night.
Yeah, he might have time to check the mapping of it in iRacing while he's doing a pit stop. They could probably knock that out real fast, but I'm not sure, man. That's bad. But adapt and overcome, man. You got to do what you got to do, especially on a championship night as the 35 of Flanagan looks inside of the 42. And with Red Stick Mike Simone with some worn-out tires probably here in front of the 42. Ooh, Flanagan with an aggressive move up towards the fender of the 42.
I always one thing I've always enjoyed is how you could be at the same track, but yeah, depending on the car you use, it's going to have a different effect. On Monday, you saw us all running the bottom line. None of us were running up top, or at least none that I saw. We are all on the bottom, yet here we are, and you're seeing half of the field up top and the other half on the inside trying to make passes. It really
I love it when you have two viable lines. That makes the racing so much more exciting, too.
Oh, for sure. Oh, Mike Simone in the wall. Scraped it. So Michael Gurry has said that the pedals for Angel, pedals not working at all, using left foot and all. Oh, boy.
Doing pretty good at it so far.
Well, I will say this. It is definitely manageable, but where the issue's going to come in is the tire saving. Because you really need... You're comfortable, with your gas pedal and how it is. To switch it and have it like that, it's going to take some getting used to.
Yeah, and Angel just scraped the wall just a little bit on that last lap. I'm not sure if it did any damage, but it definitely cost him a little bit of momentum as Andrew Kolb takes fourth position away.
Yeah, he's having a good race. Worked his way up front.
There's Cubans and Barkley below Angel. It looks like they might try to make it 3 wide. Not quite, but they might be 3 wide behind him here. Well, they got it sorted out.
Yeah, Cubans took advantage right there. Good clean pass.
Angel's not ready to give up that high line, though, even though he's a little scraped up on the right side of that machine.
So let me see. The final 4 drivers are Ethan, Kewins, Angel, and Anthony
right?
Fry.
Anthony
Fry's, unless there's some sort of big
Miracle.
pile up, it's gonna be tough. So right now we're sitting with 3. We have Angel, who has pedal issues.
Yeah, so if you're using your brain, it'd be very difficult for Angel to overcome it. But hey, crazier things have happened. But that puts Alan Hewins and Ethan Flanagan in a better position, I think, with Angel kind of disabled like that.
The only thing I could think of, I don't know, it's gonna be tough, is Ethan gets on the wall, and so does Mike Simone.
Here comes Kewins on the inside line. He dove down in that set of turns. Really made it stick. Passed a couple guys for position. That was kind of lucky timing there for Kewins with the 35 scraping the wall.
Yeah, because, I mean, what seems like is if you run the inside, you're able to get ahead, but by the time you're at exit, that momentum the high side gets is just dominant. Now, if I'm Angel, I would have to try to get my pedals working, whether it's disconnecting them and reconnecting them real quick. And, you know, he obviously has speed, and we know there's going to be another competition caution. It might be worth it to even take one, be a lot down, and, you know, try and get it fixed. And then when the competition comes back out, hopefully he's back on the lead lap. So it might be worth it, but, you know, it's always a risk.
Look at this pile of cars behind Kewins, Flanagan, and Klein. Red Stick Mike Simone trying to stick with the 11 and the all-black number 10 painted car of Matt Forns this week. Nice paint job.
And it looks like they're coming up on lap traffic here, so that, see how they can navigate through the lap traffic here. It's Joe Archer. Line hit the wall a little bit.
These little scrapes may start adding up over time. The more they do it, the more that may start to hurt their aerodynamics.
It surely will. It will make the car... Actually, at this track, I'm not too sure. And the reason I say that is simply... Typically... Oh, I think Mike Simone was in the wall entering the corner. He is there. Matt Forns. They were just right in the wall the entire corner.
That's called sending it right there. Them boys were sending it.
Yeah,
Now,
Ethan Flanagan took the lead during all that too.
Now, the thing with this is, if you get damage, typically at tracks, you'll see the car get tighter and you're going to wear out a little bit sooner. Now, here, if you get damage, I don't know if it'll have the same effect or if you're going to deal with the car getting even looser.
That's a good question. It looks like, is that Kewins about to try to make another pass? We're really battling up front here. Kewins and Flanagan right now.
Yep, Kewins is going to be able to clear.
He's had good luck running that low line like that, but he's got to watch for that crossover coming with that outside line momentum, as you mentioned there, Francisco. Horns in the wall again.
At what point did y'all try to get tires in the Xfinity race here? What lap do you think?
We were able to go, I mean, we had green flag runs with a few cautions, so we were able to go, I believe it was 40 laps, 35 to 40 laps, and we were good. I mean, the car it can handle a lot better, but if you're able to manage the tires, honestly, they should have no issues going 40, 50 laps.
Yeah, at least a 3-stop race there, I'm sure.
Well, when's the first competition caution? That's at
50.
50?
First stage is at 50, yep.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting.
Think some guys are saving out there, maybe? Thinking it'd be close?
Yeah, I mean, you should be, but when you're in a battle up front and for the championship, I don't know. It's going to be harder for those guys to save because they're really wanting to go after it. You know, you're really in the mix already, early on in the race.
Oh, the 11 nearly got into the wall on the exit of that corner.
These guys up front sure aren't trying to save in fuel. They're going after each other.
Well, at this track, it's interesting. I know we saw a lot of people running the high line at the beginning. But what I'm wondering is, could it be better? Because you're seeing Alan Kewins make that bottom work really good. And he's able to hold off Ethan when he goes to the high side. And he creates that little bit of a gap. What I'm thinking is stick to the bottom for like the first half to majority of the run. Once you feel it get a little too tight, then start running the top. Because I know typically at some tracks, that's what drivers will do is they like to rear out that right front and then start running the high line and rear out the right rear a little bit more. But who knows? I mean, we're seeing both lines working really well.
Yeah, Kewins the only one of the top four, your 4 championship contender drivers that's out there doing it all on his own without a spotter or a crew chief talking in his ear during the race. Horn's not wanting to give up that spot to Angel Hernandez for 6th. 5th or 6th? That's 6th. Side by side, battling it out there.
Anybody commenting or anything like that on the racing we got tonight? Because there's been some good stuff.
Yeah, Angry Indian 89 out there telling me thanks for working sick. Yeah, well, I pretty much got it licked at this point, I think.
Yeah,
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think we have viewers on Facebook right
We
Now,
don't have any?
now.
Zero?
Got a few folks over on YouTube watching.
Oh my! What in the hell? We need to have people watching this thing. Or
Championship night, I think everybody's kind of gearing up, getting ready for next season.
yeah, they probably need to.
But this is the Super Bowl of the season. I mean, you got to watch the end, right?
No,
Even if you're
no.
not in it.
That's the
Are you-
thing. See, NASCAR, the Super Bowl is the first race.
Well, see, I always thought that was kind of dumb if they call it.
Yeah, but
My opinion.
this
But
is
look-
a championship.
Look,
Hewitt.
what happened to the car counts we had earlier in the season? Where are all those guys?
I don't know. They need to, when they come back next season, if they're allowed, they need to be.
Chastised.
Yeah, they need to be ridiculed, shamed, humiliated.
They should have to have a certain. They should have to have Twitter on the back bumper or something.
Nah, that would be good. I quit when the going gets tough.
Well, hopefully they're at least watching tonight. They're not running. Gonna try to cheer on some of their friends or teammates out here tonight. 'Cause this is for all of it.
Yeah. What do they win here? They get some kind of giant trophy or $100 or
They get a pat on the back and say,
man.
"Congrats, you're the champ." No, I don't really know.
I really feel like they deserve to have something.
Well, that's something.
I guess it's all pride, you know.
You know, seeing these guys run, and one thing I'm noticing is as 11 gets into the wall slightly, Kewins is running that bottom. He's making it work, and he's doing a solid job. He's slowly pulling away from Kolb and Ethan Flanagan as Justin Barkley's trying to get around Ethan. He might be able to clear him, and he does. I really feel like, because I believe it was Ethan, Angel, a lot of these guys, they immediately went to the high side. And I really feel like they burnt up their tires by doing it. I really feel like the move is to stay at the bottom. Stay at the bottom for as long as you can.
Like you said, you know, look how far into this race we are. We're basically 10 laps or so from the end of the first stage on his first set of tires, and Kewins is still making that low line work.
I really feel bad for Tony Fry getting caught up in that lap 1 incident. What a way to ruin your championship. Yeah.
On lap 1.
I think what makes it worse is the fact that he didn't get involved in the actual wreck. He got involved because he tried avoiding it.
Right.
And just the way this track is if you go a little too low on exit, that car gets wiggly, and sadly, no matter where you go, there's a wall waiting for you.
Not a whole heck of a lot of runoff area where he hit the wall.
Now, I believe had it been on the back stretch, it wouldn't have been that big of an issue, but the front stretch, it's just...
I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, not much room between the pit wall and the wall coming through the tri-oval there. Oh, Forn's in the wall again, trying to run that outside line right in front of Greg Klein. He's been doing pretty good at just, if he does scrape it, it's usually just his right rear fender sticking out there, barely scrapes it. Kind of the old school Darlington way to get around the track, but got a little bit too much of it that last lap.
Angel's sitting in 5th. He has damage. He has the issue with his pedals. I mean, he's got to be looking forward to this caution coming up. And like I said, I would do everything I can under this caution to try and get things right, because if you're using the clutch as your gas pedal, it is going to be 10 times harder. It's just going to make it difficult. I'd rather risk it and see what I can do with what I got. I'd risk going a lap down because I would personally disconnect it, reconnect it, go into the wizard and just redo everything as fast as I can. But it's, if I were to do it, I would do it now, early on in the race, where it gives me a chance to race back and have a chance for some cautions or something.
Yeah, I'm sure Thomas and Josh Grosso, I'm sure they're going through kind of a workaround right now while he's out there running, kind of putting a little plan together of when you come in and hit your marks, do this, you know, while your tires getting changed and whatnot, and try to get it knocked out as fast as possible. Hopefully they're running through those scenarios right now, trying to come up with the fastest way to troubleshoot this thing. Yeah, you talk about driving with your clutch as the accelerator. I mean, the range is different. I'm sure it has different feel, you know, different spring tension and all that. So Not to mention he's using his left foot to do it all. Oh, you know, that's driving him nuts.
Yeah, I mean, it really. What it does is it really messes with your consistency. You get so used to one way that the moment you change something, it's like, what in the world is going on?
Well, like I said, I'm sure they've got it'll be looking like mission control during the Apollo 13 crisis. You know, them guys are going through the checklist and working around trying to figure out how to fix his pedals right now with duct tape and, you know, a shoehorn and a clothes hanger. They're trying to MacGyver it right now.
Well, I hope he has a team ready to do that. But I guess it looks like we're gonna wait till this stage break for everybody to come in here. Looks like we can run 50 laps on a set of tires. That's pretty interesting.
They're doing a great job of it. Very few cars out here seem like they've lost control. Lap times have fallen off some, but around about a second and a half, close to 2 seconds in some cases.
What's the rule? Isn't it like if you're 2 seconds off your best lap, it's about time to come in?
Well, it depends on where you're at. I mean, depends on what the track times are, what your lap times are, and all that. But proportional, I guess. But I'm sure these guys, they're not worried about too much about fall off. They're worried about staying out until the fuel tank's dry, or until you get a yellow flag, which we're about to get. Let's see if we can get it. As the leaders cross here, if they're going to get it next time.
I haven't thrown it yet, so.
Maybe on the completion of 50.
There
it is.
Man, what a great run by the number 60 right there.
Here's what Kewins has to do now, is to come in, no mistakes on this pit stop. Come in, don't speed, make sure nobody passes you there. Get your 4 fresh tires and fuel it on up all the way. I think Hewins thought a year ago or so that he'd be leading the championship race right now in the final 4 at the end of stage 1.
I
bet he
wouldn't have thought so. I wouldn't have thought so. He's really improved a bunch. So yeah, like Derek Schimmel. He's talk about him improving. I think you said he used to be terrible. And now he's a good driver.
I don't think I used that word.
Oh.
Probably something close.
It wasn't very good.
Well, even check out Barkley, man. He's come a long way as well the past couple of seasons.
They're all coming down into the pits. Well, most everyone. Top 8.
What happened with Isaac Degner? I don't think he ever gridded.
Yeah, he might not have. Huh. I didn't realize that.
I just noticed that.
Now, let me see. Well, Alan Kewins gets out. Angel, by the looks of it, is going to be sitting in pits, probably going to get some damage fixed. And it looks like I'm not sure if he's going to try and get his pedals fixed, but it would be a bad idea.
I think you hit the nail right on the head. I'd almost risk going a lap down just to make sure and get that fixed.
I think he was getting
the first car.
I think he was getting his damage fixed because he's out already. And it seems like that right front, he did some work to it.
Okay. Being told too by Tinzalix. He says he can't. This is not something he can fix. It's an actual hardware issue. Oof, that's not good. Well, he's doing pretty good right now for just having that clutch pedal for using as a gas pedal.
Well, I'll say this: it is a big oof for multiple reasons. One, because it's a hardware issue, and two, that probably means he's gonna have to replace them pedals.
Yeah.
He's gonna need a whole new set.
Cha-ching.
Yeah. I don't know what he's driving, but they can be pricey.
Alan Ewan's electing to take the outside line on this restart.
Not a bad idea at all. The outside.
I guess it's because who's running inside of him, because he's been running the inside line.
Well, I'm pretty sure if he's choosing the outside, I think he's seen kind of the way that the drivers before him have been doing. If you're able to make it stick and you're able to stay ahead just a bit, that run you get off on the exit is really solid. And you can make it work, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. He just needs to he needs to time the jump really well.
Watch the 35 of Flanagan inside row 2 here as we get restarted here. It's got Angel Hernandez right behind him as well. Time to get aggressive. We'll see how aggressive they get here this final race.
Well, this is your last chance. I mean,
yeah.
I'm assuming they're going to go after it the entire race.
About a third of the way into this race.
But you got to watch out for cold tires in 2 and 4.
I believe this is my restart to call, correct?
Get it.
As we got Alan Kewins on the outside, bringing him to the green flag once again. Justin Barkley on his inside. Green flag is out. Alan Kewins gets a really good start. Justin Barkley going to be on his inside though. See who's able to get the advantage on the corner. Alan Kewins going to be trying to get the momentum on exit. I believe Justin Barkley is going to clear him though. Ethan Flanagan's going to fall in line. Angel Hernandez right behind them as well.
Look where Kewins goes. Back home where he's comfortable, right there on that inside line.
Yeah, that's why it was such a strange idea for him to start on the outside.
I was kind of confused by that choice, but I thought maybe he had some kind of deal worked out with the 9. I wasn't really sure on that. He obviously did not. And now Kewins is going to lose that spot to the 42.
Well, we noticed it last time. He did the same thing, I believe, was at the initial start or the first 2 starts.
Yeah.
Where he just dropped back, but once the tires kick in, he seems to be one of the, as he got a little loose, but he seems to be like one of the more dominant cars in the field today.
He's very, very careful with brand new tires, which hurts him on the restarts, but he catches up quickly. The 10 just got hard into the outside wall.
Yeah. I guess they're lining back up and seeing who's going to end up in front for the next 50 laps. So got to save a little bit of tires here, I would think.
Well, if it goes green, we're gonna have green flag pit stops because the next one is into 160 for a stage caution.
Yeah, if we have green flag pit stops, that's going to be interesting. It's gonna. You got to get it down pretty good there on pit road, coming out of 4. Tight entrance too.
Well, if we have green flag pit stop, it's really gonna give the opportunity. It's gonna come down to who's able to really have the best stop. Because if you have a really good stop, you could really split yourself up from the rest of this field.
Is so important too. I hope a lot of these guys did practice trying to do some green flag pit entry. So it can be kind of tricky if you haven't practiced it much, getting down to 50 miles an hour before you hit those cones. We saw a speeding penalty take somebody who was a contender to win a race Wednesday night in another league that we do, and broadcaster curse. We just talked about him. Hey, you know, watch out, don't get a black flag, and then it appeared. Ended up ruining that man's race with about 20 to go.
Matt Forn's
Justin
coming down pit
Justin
road.
Malarkey, black flag, Justin Malarkey.
And Matt Forns is down already? Oh.
Let me go back and see. It said he
I think
crashed.
that's because of damage.
Let me see here real quick.
Matt Forns does have a meatball flag.
Oh. Must have blown his engine, huh?
Oh, he tried. Oh, okay. So he tried coming down, I'm assuming pit road, to get damage fixed, and he locked it up and got into the barrels.
Ooh.
Well, those are never comfortable to hit.
I saw Joe Archer do that during practice. He nailed him.
It wasn't that hard of a hit, which is surprising. Oh, man.
Whoa. It's a big shuffle around right now. Around the 70 of McComas.
Yeah, I think Hewins is kind of laying in wait back there, maybe saving a little bit of tires. Let everybody go ahead of him. Yeah.
Well, here's the crazy part.
Go ahead.
Obviously, you had Anthony Frygam out of the wreck, but 3 out of the 4 drivers, the championship drivers, they're second, third, and fourth.
Wow. Awesome start to this thing.
Yeah, well, let's thank our sponsor, championship sponsor, Triple T's Custom PCs. You can see them find them out there on Facebook, I'm pretty sure. Triple T's Custom PCs. Get you a new computer that's modeled after what you need.
Custom built to your specs. The guy knows his stuff. I mean, just tell him what you're looking to run, what you're looking to do with your computer, and whether you want it VR ready or running triple screens, or you want it processor heavy or GPU heavy. Let him know what you need. He'll work with you and try to get you the best PC for your money. Custom built job.
Lap 65. We got 110 to go. At what point do we get our federal 15, our mandated?
I don't think that's gonna kick in yet. Aren't we still under union negotiating rules?
I don't know.
It's not like baseball, like a player's lockout, is it?
Oh, I'm gonna have to put that in
We're
the
gonna have
next
to do a
contract.
lockout.
In the contract. Long race. But besides the one crash, I mean, everything's pretty much rocking along.
I think it's a long race for us. Think about these guys behind the wheel here. The concentration they're going to have for 175 laps here. Almost 263 miles. Justin Barkley leading this thing. He picked up a win earlier this season. At least one.
Justin Barkley's always been a fast driver. I believe in some of the races he at least the later half of the season he's always been right there in setting himself up in position. So it's good to see him out front.
AJ, on Becky Fry's account, Tony Fry's son AJ said, "Go Dad, this is AJ." Yeah, Dad Tony, he's in a bad way right now, 13 laps down, but really needs a miracle if he's going to stay in this thing.
Yeah,
He's going to need about 18 cautions, I think.
Yeah, he got just run of bad luck early. Ruining the day.
Yeah, he just whip the wheel like that, try to avoid an accident. Sometimes that happens. It just, what a terrible deal for him.
Now hold on, what happened with Andrew Cole? Wasn't he up there with these guys?
He was running up there pretty close. Being scored a lap down right now. I don't know if he had to make another stop or what. I didn't see.
Not on the. I guess he is. That's crazy.
I was noticing that because it was showing Alan Kieran's behind Angel. I was like looking and I saw it was 11. I'm like, wait a minute.
What happened there? I did not see. Ooh, 11 a little bit loose right there as well. Got to battle Red Stick Mike Simone to stay that first car one lap down.
Yeah, a little bit scary for Cubans being behind him, I think.
Yeah.
Being very cautious, looks like.
No, after obviously this is a championship race and everybody's gonna go on, their break. But for everybody that is gonna be a part of the next season Cup Series, it'll be interesting to see first race back who's gonna have a little bit of rust and who's gonna be practicing, because you step away from iRacing for a little bit, you definitely come back with some rust. Recently I haven't touched my wheel or pedals in I'd say 3 weeks. Monday was the first day I touched it and came back, and I was testing at some tracks, just seeing how it was, and man, I was out of sorts. It seemed like I had just started.
I guess my question is, are they going to move to the next gen car for next season for the Cup guys?
I really hope not. I was testing the next gen at a few of the different tracks, and that was the car I was testing at a few different tracks, and I absolutely dislike the next gens. the way they handle, the way they is. I was testing them at Watkins Glen, and man, that car, nah, it's just a no for me.
Yeah, I haven't had much experience with that, but you're either on one side or the other, it sounds like.
Yeah, some guys like it and some guys don't, and for different reasons, you know.
Well, I think with the next gens, and it's something I've noticed. Now, I could be wrong. It could just be that I just don't run them like some other people do consistently. But I've noticed it really just becomes follow the leader. The way these cars handle, it is so difficult to try and it's not that difficult, but it does become a pain when tires wear to try and complete a pass, because when you enter a corner, you're off the throttle for so long in the next gens. And what happens is, if you try and, you know, sometimes when you're on the inside of someone, you're trying to get back on the throttle just a little bit quicker, and typically you can make it stick, force the wheel a little bit, and you'll make the turn and you'll be able to complete the pass. Here with the next gens, you can't do that. If you try and get back on the throttle sooner, you're going straight up into the other person and putting them into a wall and yourself. The thing just does not turn.
Ewens has gone to work on Angel Hernandez here in the 42.
Yeah, good battle the last couple of laps.
Riding with him, trying to make that pass, but he's just been, like you said, kind of hanging back, laying in wait. He's always been within 2.5 seconds of the leader, though, and he's still there. 2.4 behind the leader.
Yeah, that's
Trying to battle it out with Hernandez here.
Well, the one thing I want to point out is the fact that Ewens actually ran faster than the drivers in front of him that last lap, and this time around he was faster for everybody except for Justin Barkley. So whatever Alan Kuhn's doing, he's setting himself up for the long run. Now, the issue with that is the stage caution's at lap 160. There's only 175 laps in this race. It's gonna be a 15 lap basically shootout, and what's gonna happen is I don't feel like the tires are gonna kick in, because even right now they're 21 laps, not even, they're 31 laps in, and the tires are barely starting to take a big effect.
Do you see like a two-tire scenario maybe in the last stretch of this deal? I mean, assuming that some of the leaders stay out, depending on where they pit, I guess. If you have people stay out, do you think we'll see some two tires?
If drivers stay out, you have to come in. Now,
You have to get four, don't you?
depending on how many, I would, if people stay out, I would automatically come in and get four, because those four tires are going to smoke the competition.
If you see people coming in, say your crew chief sees the lead cars coming in and he knows they're getting four, do you say, well, we're going to throw two on you, buddy, so you can make up a few spots and see how you can do? Or I don't know, that's putting a lot on a driver.
The only thing with two tires, you can make it work, but we've seen it already how with, did somebody hit, it sounded like somebody hit
blew
the wall.
up or something. I heard it too.
It didn't sound like somebody blew, it sounded like somebody
It was a wall hit.
like hit it hard.
That's strange. Yeah, I heard it too, but I never
Unless
Camera never switched.
it was Mike Simone. He just coming out of pits right now.
Ewens is now 2 seconds behind the leader. He has got a long run car for sure.
Oh, Kieran's definitely has his strategy set up for long run.
That may come back to bite him with this late stage with 15 laps to go. We'll see. I'm sure he'll know by then how hard he can push that thing on a little bit newer set of tires. Holding his own so far, though. Doing a pretty good job out there. Every lap, he gets closer and closer to Justin Barkley. As he passes the 11 of Andrew Cope, who's a lap down.
I mean, Alan Kieran is just...
Now, he did lose a couple of tenths to Barkley that last lap because he had his hands full with the 11. Look at him to maybe knock a couple of tenths off again this lap. Definitely a man on a mission. Who's in the grass down there? Is that the Chicken Man, Joe Archer? He just cut across the grass and slid back up onto the track. I don't think he was about to hit anyone or anything.
He is in pit road at this moment. Man, that car is banged up. That is a nice paint scheme, not gonna lie though.
Yeah, he towed.
Man, looks like he had to. What a... This track has taken a couple people out.
Ewan's starting to reel in the 35 of Ethan Flanagan here. 4/10 of a second off his back door.
You think he saved tires?
Oh, definitely. We just talked about that, about Ewan's loving the long runs, man. Having a great long run strategy for that car.
If I were him,
Really
though,
making it work.
if I were him, I would definitely, and I mean definitely, try one of these runs to do a 15 lap. Just keep going as fast as you can and try and see if you can be faster. Because, like I said, that last stage caution, it's a 15 lap dash. He loses a lot of time. So I don't know if it's just a strategy of I'm gonna just be patient, and when the time comes, he's just gonna push it. But it'll be really interesting to see.
Eric Schimmel in the 96, a lap car, staying up high, letting the 35, the 60, and the 11 around. Yeah, Francisco, that's one of those things if you know this race is coming up, go ahead and look up and look and see what the stages are, and if they did plan ahead, that's something they could have been practicing in the days leading up to this race. If they knew that there was going to be a 15-lap shootout at the end of this deal for the final stage, they could be a lot more prepared.
Oh, somebody just blew up.
Uh-oh.
Heard it again, too.
Matt Thorns.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it considered where he stopped. It considered that little portion, even though it was way off track, part of the track apparently, and it caused the yellow flag. That's crazy.
Yeah, why would it do that?
You gotta love
Well,
iRacing sometimes.
That's going to be kind of a blessing in disguise for some of these guys. I think, I know Andrew Cobb's happy to see that. He'll be getting a lap back.
I was about to say,
on this, deal.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that one before. Blow up on the pit entry, wherever he was, pit exit, cause a caution from out.
well, you know, I can understand like sometimes when cars blow up and they stop like on the apron, but if Matt Fornes like legit went all the way and practically he he was as far as you can go, but apparently iRacing considers it still to be a part of the racing surface.
Well, the leaders are in pit road right now. See who gets the best jump out of here.
Ooh, Kuhns
Well,
was a little slow to get into his pit box.
Well, maybe Mike Simone said, "I need a, hey, Forns, I need you to do me a favor. I need a yellow buddy." Of course, that wouldn't really help him. He's behind the Lucky Dog cars. He's not getting a lap back on. Well, he might get a wave around here.
I believe everybody came in.
Got the 3 cars that are right behind the pace truck here. Might be eligible for wave arounds.
Yes, if I'm looking at this
4,
correctly,
5.
he should.
Yeah, we got a stack of them here that might get a wave around.
Now, as they get lined up and
they're
everybody gets
coming
their
around.
wave around, I shall pull a Yahtzee.
Oh, Mike Simone changing his mind at the last second there. Deciding he'd rather have a wave around than come down to the pits. That's a smart thing to do. Go ahead and stay out there and get that wave around. Pit at the last second if you have to. Ethan Flanagan in the 35 machine electing to have the inside starting position on the restart. Kewins will be starting to his outside. Angel Hernandez will be starting right behind Flanagan on the inside line there. So your 3 championship contenders that still have a shot here all going to be starting together up here, Adam.
Yeah, like we've seen pretty much all night. They, you know, they're like magnets to each other tonight. I don't know how Angel's doing it with the equipment issues like that, but we will see. I think Tony Fry's still out racing, isn't he? Is he not? I mean,
Still out there, but he's 13 laps down right now.
well, I would already kick the thing over by then, you know, for that to happen on the first lap and to still be out there. It's a testament to him driving out there.
No quit in him, that's for sure. Checking over on the Facebook page. Speaking of Tony Fry, wife Becky says, "First place, are you sleeping on the couch?" Hey, you telling that guy to do that? He's 13 laps down. My goodness, he's going to have to go out there and spin the first 9 positions.
It wasn't his fault either. He got caught up.
Yeah,
He might
well,
have to get past.
he's trying to avoid a wreck and just kind of overcorrected. The steering wheel was in his hand. But hey, sometimes stuff happens.
No, it's cold tires. You know, we're gonna see cold tires right here. I always get a little nervous on the first 2 laps here. Out of 2 and 4. So hopefully they can keep it together, keep this thing running along. Did
Well,
you
here
run
we
at
go.
it?
The
There you
pace
go.
truck is down. Back onto the pit lane. Here's the restart. Green flags in the air. And Ethan Flanagan easily taking the lead here from starting on the inside. Alan Kewins with a much better restart, it looked like this time, as he goes ahead and moves down onto the low line early. Angel Hernandez not finished with him as he was peeking inside, but now it looks like he's content to stay in third position for the time being. The 9 of Justin Barkley's kind of running that middle of the road line. He's in fourth place right now. Andrew Cobb, after getting his lap back, now in fifth position. So how about that?
Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. But Red Stick Mike almost lost it there out of 4.
All over the 60. 60 moves down, though, and tries to take that low line away. Angel's persistent, though, as he makes it stick, stays right there on his door.
He may be getting used to the pedal situation.
Ethan,
Go ahead.
Ethan Flanagan on a tear right now, setting the fastest lap of the race, a 32.93.
Lulling us to sleep at this point. Let's see here. Not much happening on the track at the moment. This is one of those times when you wish you had like a real commercial break, or
That's
you
right.
had like
Well, if
the sound to crank it up thing. That thing's always good.
see, that's where our sponsors need to provide, maybe a 15-second commercial spot, or even a 30-second commercial spot that we could run like picture-in-picture, side-by-side here. That way they can get some exposure. Put their own promo content in there, whatever they want mentioned, phone number, website, whatever, demo video. And,
for
get
sure.
the name out. I mean, this would be the perfect kind of race for that.
It would fit really well in the, since we don't have anybody with their cameras on tonight, we could use that same overlay and have the commercial on one side and then have the actual race on the other. Kind of like the way I believe Fox does it, where it's non-stop, where it's playing the commercial and the race at the same time.
Yeah, and then that's when we're taking a break. Yeah, I think we need that. But since we're talking about commercials, let's thank Triple T's Custom PCs for sponsoring this championship race here at Miami Homestead. Check them out on Facebook. You can get a computer customized however you like.
Now, I'm not sure if Angel has figured out the pedals, or if it's the fresh tires, or what it is, but he went around Alan Kewins and he's pulling away from him. And now he's trying to run down Ethan, and he's running faster lap times than him. So I think Angel's starting to get more comfortable with the more laps he gets under his belt.
Or is this a fabricated story and he's just baiting them into it?
Well, either way, Jonathan Nance 8 over on YouTube says, "Come on, Angel." Angel Hernandez with a fan out there pulling for him right now.
Yeah, but like y'all mentioned too, Kewins is on the long run here. Who,
Yeah.
seems to be.
Yeah, Kewins is just getting started at the same
I
time.
think so. This has happened the last time, but Angel having that issue is pretty impressive for him to even be racing. Totally different feel on the clutch and the gas pedal.
Well, only 5 cars on the lead lap right now. Cobe being the last one who got his lap back. The previous caution that was caused by Forns' little oopsie there. Engine blow up just across the line there onto the racing surface. Greg Klein, your lucky dog right now, as it stands. Red Stick Mike Simone not out of it. Stephen McComas there as well. All 3 of those guys 1 lap down right now. Joe Archer being scored 3 laps down from the lead. He started back in 14th place, currently in 9th. And Tony Fry still 13 laps down in 10th position. Guys got big weekend plans?
I am actually going fishing tomorrow.
Ooh. How you been? Offshore? Are you going to the river or lake? What?
Pier. There at South Padre Island.
There you go. Get your kingfish up.
What's it called? Yeah, we're gonna head out there around 6. So hopefully it's not too hot. But right now you got Ethan and Angel. They ran the exact same last lap. This time around, Angel was able to run a 10th faster. Justin Barkley though running 2 tenths faster than both of them. Well, 2 tenths faster than Angel, 3 tenths faster than Ethan.
Yeah, I may see if the wife wants to ride up and look at sunflowers tomorrow. I know the Sunflower Festival is going on in Gillum, Louisiana. See how she likes to ride the Sunflower Trail. I've heard that it's not as good this year because the weather's not been as cooperative for the crop this year.
The Sunflower Trail.
Yeah.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, not as much rain and too hot this year, so I don't know how.
Yeah.
Heard it wasn't as good this year.
I don't know what I'm gonna do. I mowed the yard today. That was nice. Let's see. I gotta have the kids mow the backyard tomorrow. I gotta be out there managing.
Yeah, make sure they don't mess it up, you know.
Yeah. Or, run the mower over the toe.
Tell them to
Dumb
stop
stuff.
texting and mowing,
And they would if they thought they'd get away with it.
Barkley looking inside of the 42 right here. Front end slid a little bit though, I think. He's making it stick. See what the 42 does on exit here. Didn't quite carry much momentum there. The 9 will easily take that spot. I don't know if Angel lifted right there or not. He may have let Barkley come on around. Say, well, I'll fight you another day here. Sometimes is it worth, Francisco? Sometimes is it worth just go ahead and burp in the accelerator just to let that guy around so you don't have to fight him for 2 laps? I mean, and y'all both lose a bunch of time?
Well, here's the thing. It depends on the track. So, on Monday when I was racing, I was side by side with Josh for quite a bit. And the thing is I would be able to get to him. Then when I would try to make a pass, the outside was just so fast that we would legit be stuck side by side because I couldn't get the inside to work too good. So at first I was trying to make it stick, and it just wouldn't work. The second time around, I would just let off and just try and set him up for one of the things. So I would definitely burp it and just let him by and then just follow him through. And then once the tires kick in, if you truly are faster, then you will get around them. I will say this race is going by fairly quickly.
Now, when I saw the lap count and figured out how many miles this thing was, I thought, oh man, better pack a sack lunch for this one. But yeah, it seems like it's going by pretty good clip here. It may just be that way because hanging out with you guys, kind of make even the not the most exciting race go by a little bit quicker.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it tonight. I'm a little tired, run down, but like you, just being a trooper. We're here for 175 laps. Let's make the best of it.
Jason Ricketts says he's still sitting at work doing paperwork. Sorry to hear that, Jason. He's over on YouTube watching right now. Go ahead.
I don't know what Justin Barkley did, but he is fast.
He's got that extra special set of matched tires or something. Daggered special.
Now, the last time they pit was around 93. They're starting to approach that 30 lap mark where Kewins really starts to pick up the pace and starts running faster than the leaders. It'll be interesting to see if he starts to run faster. He actually is running faster than them right now by about nearly a 10 and 2/10.
Yeah, he has his plan. He's sticking to it. It seems to be working pretty well.
So,
Get the slide rule out?
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking. So, we had mentioned about the 15-lap shootout, and Francisco mentioned, these guys, if they had a good opportunity to go out there and really push it hard for 15 laps to kind of see what they were up against, well, they have the opportunity to do that, Francisco, if I'm doing this right. So they have a 15-lap shootout. So 15 laps before the stage ends would be lap 145. These guys could just about make it to lap 145 on this set of tires and this fuel tank, could they not? Within a couple of laps, they could. So that would set them up. That would set them up pretty. If they pit at 145, and then they could push it real hard, and do kind of a test run for the final shootout.
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're gonna see some strategies. And what I wonder is, this is a championship race. If it comes down to it, I could definitely see somebody giving a bumper.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it's above any of the top 3 or 4 guys out here to do that. We have seen some not too happy reactions from that in the past. say in the ARCA series, I believe. Xfinity series? Which one was that
For the
a couple of years ago?
what happened? Sorry, I was looking at Florida Man stuff.
Francisco mentioned that this might be the race where you see the old chrome horn come into use
Oh yeah, I
because
don't
it
know.
is the championship race, and
Yeah.
there's plenty of guys out here to do anything to win that championship. That's for sure, including Spin or Recca, even a teammate.
Well, and here, how about this? Kewins has the good long run car, right? So this is not playing in his favor with only 15 laps as
No.
a shootout.
No, not at all.
He's going to have to really find something, dig down for that.
Well, here's the thing. Kewins typically would start running him down. He's running a little bit slower, so not sure.
He may be on one of those strategies where he's gonna push this thing as far as he can and turn this into a double 15 lap shootout sections here at the end to explain it the only way I know how to explain it. You've got a thing about that Florida man, huh, Adam?
Well, then I started getting into all those dead cows in Kansas and really on a internet rampage right now.
It's a depressing news cycle. Right?
Yeah, then somehow magically one of those baby formula plants flooded instead of caught on fire this time. Real weird things happening out there.
Where was that? Oregon or Washington or something? Where is that playing at?
I don't know.
Some other
I don't,
Pacific
I don't want to talk too much about it. I'll be put on some kind of list. Well, Kewins is just kind of hanging in there, but he got passed by, looks like Code right there. That was for position.
Well, and check out what Flanagan's doing up here. He's just staying with Barkley right now because he doesn't have to pass. Flanagan doesn't have to pass Barkley to win this championship. So he's content just to ride behind him, probably learn a little bit from Barkley as well, because Barkley's just been fast here tonight.
Well, he also has to watch out because Angel's running him down quick.
Yeah, and I noticed this about Flanagan too, is that he gets in that kind of dirty air right behind the 9 and pushes up the track a little bit. Oh, we got the lap car. That's the 56 Chicken Man Joe Archer out there in the TMJ Motorsports machine.
He's trying to stay out of the way.
I'll say that about this league is a lot of the guys, such great sportsmanship among these cats. We saw it with Schimmel earlier, seeing it with the 56 now. Oh, here we come. Pit road stops now. Flanagan and Hernandez are down.
Got something up their sleeve there.
What I had to guess is probably gonna pit here kind of you don't want to stay on too. Well, let me see. They pit 90. That was around 40 laps, so probably get fresh tires and just drive it all the way up until the stage caution. And I was guessing that they were hoping to get a little bit of separation between them and Ethan.
We'd like to see a few more takers as well, but here's Justin Barkley getting 4 tires of fuel. He's out of his pit box. Here comes Kewins. Greg Klein, his teammate, in as well. So pitting 1 lap after Flanagan. Kewins is not going to be able to come out in front of these guys. I don't think there's any chance. The difference was just too much. Kewins is just now leaving his pit box, so.
Well, it's going to be fine because we're going to have a stage break here. We have
Right
27 laps or so, so nothing really to be worried about, but he needs to kind of figure out how he wants to attack that last stage.
Not only that, Adam, but they can attack this set of tires that they just took. They can attack those a little bit harder because they know they're getting fresh ones here in just under 30 laps. A 25-lap set of tires, they can abuse them a little harder.
Well, Alan Kewin's lucky car in that orange zigzag ride is. Hope he's got a little bit more luck left in him.
It's going to need a little bit of luck. I mean, luck is part of it. I know he would, he'd rather just be really fast than lucky. Now he is 9 seconds off of the leader, Ethan Flanagan. Flanagan with Angel Hernandez right there behind him. Half a second back. Justin Barkley half a second behind the 42. So 1, 2, 3. We got a second between the three. Alan Kewins quite a ways behind them. But like you said, he's the long run. He's long run McGee on these things, and he knows he can push these tires a little bit harder. Maybe he'll be able to make up a little bit more ground. 8.8 seconds behind the leader that lap. Let's see where he scores this time around. Yeah, right at the same. So early running here on this set. Still getting some heat built up in him.
Now, obviously, with fresh tires, Barkley's going to be able to run him down, or should be able to run down Ethan fairly quick. This will also show how much, one lap fresher tires can affect
Thank all the people viewing us tonight over on Facebook stream, the YouTube stream, and over on FJV Gaming on Twitch. We wind down the season tonight. Midwest Days of Thunder will be back here in about 4 weeks or so with the new season. T's Custom PCs, 175 here at Homestead Miami Speedway. Out of all the 1.5 miles, this is one of the kind of coolest ones to drive. I think it's one of the most challenging with the lack of banking and abrasive surface. I really hope one day they go back to making this the final race of the season for NASCAR Cup racing. Not sure that's going to happen.
Oh, they're too busy putting road courses in there.
I mean, Phoenix is not bad, but I mean, I really enjoy watching the Miami race. And Newman Fan 316 over on YouTube saying, "Come on, Barkley. Get out there and get her done, number 9. Coors Light machine." Like the old Sterling Marlin Silver Bullet running around out there.
That was a cool paint scheme back in the day.
Yeah.
Just watching Alan Keelan's turn laps by himself out there. It doesn't really matter, but
He knocked off a 10th. He just lost that 10th on that lap. So right at 8.8 seconds behind the leader still. So he's holding the gap. I mean, he's running similar lap times.
yeah, they will meet again.
Back everybody back up anyway, as you mentioned. I mean, with only 5 cars on the lead lap, I mean, all 5 of those cars are going to be gaggled all together. So, I mean, yeah, track position is not a huge deal right at the moment.
Derek Schimmel being gentlemanly, letting them choose where they can pass.
Tony Fry doing the same, kind of staying out of the way there. Even though he is a championship driver. 15 laps down at the moment. Man, what a heartbreaking night for the 6 machine. Really got a feel for him, man, after that dodging the spinning car he did earlier today and smashed it into that inside wall. Everything he could to try to stay out of that thing and ended up missing the car he was trying to avoid. That was the good thing. And then that inside wall, that pit road wall right there on the front stretch. Not a whole lot of room right there to maneuver. Nosed it right in. Well, if everything holds out, Greg Klein's going to get a lap back. So we'll have 6 cars on the lead lap. We'll get this restart here in a few short laps. About 13 laps. 13 more. He's got a pretty good lead on Mike Simone, Red Stick Mike in the 27. Well, Barkley has really closed the gap on Flanagan. He's right there on Ethan Flanagan's back door. Angel Hernandez right behind the 9. Putting the pressure to Ethan up there. Just letting them know, hey, we're right here, buddy. We are not going anywhere. Sometimes you got to ride behind somebody, put a little pressure on them, just try to make them make a mistake.
Let me see if I can find a Florida man since we are in Florida.
Continues to run out front here. Your number one contender right now for the championship. This has been one heck of a long season, but it's been a great season for MDOT. As they're starting to come up on Mike Simone. A little bit of lap traffic here. The leader requesting Red Stick Mike to stay high, so the lead cars can go by.
Is he gonna
He is
follow that
not giving
request?
him much room.
You don't have to.
He does not have to. He can stay out there and fight for that position all he wants. And he didn't make it very easy on him. Of course, he's not going to fight the 9, I don't believe. 35 had to check up a little bit there.
We really need to update this Florida man website. There's not quite as many new ones as there should be.
Well, maybe Florida's starting to straighten out their act, you know. Maybe, maybe all the typical Florida man type individuals are getting good paying jobs like at Brick City Plumbing. I know they're hiring right now, so.
Are they?
Yeah. So Justin Barkley challenges the 35 there going inside. Not able to complete the pass. He has to back out before they get to that set of turns. Oh man, everybody's hiring. The sheriff's department around here has big signs on the back of all the sheriff's cars that says we are hiring.
Oh, you can't get anybody to do that. Listen here, interest is up, the stock market's down, and you
only get mugged if you go downtown.
No, you only get mugged if you go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to change it.
I thought we were quoting a song there.
We are. I mean, but we got to change it to today's times. I mean, it's not just downtown; it's pretty much everywhere.
Angel Hernandez coming up on Barkley here, going inside of the 9. He'll easily make the pass. Did Barkley just burn his stuff up there when he was up there playing around with the 35? He may have. He may have pushed those tires too hard. Let them cool down for a second.
Yeah, I don't know. Great question. Huh.
Well, we've only got a few laps to go before our second stage ends.
Yeah.
We are getting closer and closer to having a season champion for Midwest Station Thunder Cup Series. Yeah, we talk about it all the time, Adam, about this being a progressive league. Starting out an ARCA series or truck series. And it's all team concept. You got to be a part of a team and chosen to move up into Xfinity Series. And then if you're good enough, this is it right here, Cup Series. Move up into Cup, and the team concept is alive and well in this league, and it helps a lot of drivers out, not just as far as strategy and support goes, but tips and stuff from other drivers go a long way with me. You know, when I was racing Xfinity Series, I would get tips from my teammates about do a little bit of different here on entry, or let the car roll out on the exit here.
Yeah, no, it's a team deal. You get to meet a lot of cool people, and I want to bring back more hatred, more rivalries, more just plain hate. We don't have enough of that right now.
That is actually very true. Everybody gets along.
Yeah.
Everybody gets along too well.
I need to hear somebody yell at somebody every once in a while, you know? We had that for a while when that, I'm not going to name people, but threatened to come across state lines to whip somebody. That was pretty cool.
A minor, no less.
Yeah, that might have crossed the line.
And I don't mean he went down the shaft and dug for coal either. Oh, it looked like Angel Hernandez just came down, hit the pit lane before the yellow came out. There you go. That's a great strategy.
Yeah.
Angel Hernandez. Look at the big brain on Angel.
He's not going to have to worry about cold tires at the start of the stage break, so.
Yeah, and that 1 or 2 lap difference in tires is not going to be a huge deal for him. I'm surprised we didn't see more people come down right there. Ooh, red stick Mike Simone on the outside wall right there on the back stretch.
Like I mentioned, strategy is going to be a big factor.
Here we go. Yellow is out. Meaning
let's-
it's closed.
Yeah, let's think about what happened there.
I think Angel had the perfect strategy there. Come in a lap before you know the yellow's going to be thrown, because they don't close the pits here before the stage. So why not? Nobody else took advantage of that. So Angel's going to come out here. He's going to stay out, and he's going to be leading this thing.
Will he be leading? Because right now, if I'm mistaken,
Yeah,
I think he's a lap down.
So he basically just screwed Greg Klein out of getting his lap
He
back.
didn't lose a lap on that, did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, no. Okay, well, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, he's
I thought
still
he
going
could
to be.
come in and get him.
But there's only a few cars on the lead lap, so it's not going to matter. But Greg Klein probably not real happy.
Well, yeah, you're right there. Well, he might have also done it because he didn't want to fight with everybody on pit road either. I mean, all, 4 or 5 other cars that are on the lead lap.
Yeah, now he's getting his lap back.
There you go.
Well, Francisco, is that a good strategy, or what do you think?
It could go both ways, to be honest. It's tough. Mostly because, yes, Angel's gonna get his lap back regardless, but he's gonna be behind a few of the drivers, so it's gonna be tough.
Well, I think I overdid it today when I mowed in 100-degree heat. That wasn't very
Been there,
smart.
buddy. That is
Wouldn't-
not fun.
It was not smart. I feel like I've been beaten.
What do you get them kids to do? Just go out there and do it, and then go out there and walk it. If they miss some spots or don't edge it good enough or straight enough, go out there and make them redo it.
Well, I got to save
They're
that for
young.
the backyard tomorrow.
They're built for that, They're resilient. If they pass out, just go out there and throw a cup of water on them or something. Say, hey, take a nap later. Get up. Finish
Yeah.
the yard.
Make some of these salt pills. A little frowned upon today, I believe.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. They could die.
I mean, you probably get turned in if they don't have a proper computer
Oh.
set up and gaming system, you know?
What?
Yeah, you probably get turned into like the child welfare if you don't give them like an Xbox or something.
Oh, I didn't know it. Going that
well,
far.
it hasn't, but I think it's close.
Like Comas and Mike Simone waiting for their waiver out here. Should get it right here. Yep. There they go around the pace truck.
So did Greg Klein get his lap back?
Looks like he did.
Well, on our live timing, it looks like it, but on the iRacing scoring system, it's showing him a lap down.
Hmm.
Damn computers.
Yeah, they might have to come around and cross the line. Regardless, I think this is your call there, Adam.
Oh no, I don't want to do it. I will though.
Well, there you go. That's the spirit. That's the last race of the season, man.
Well, you know, gonna miss the Friday nights, but give us something to do on Friday nights with the family maybe next couple of weeks. That'll be fun. Look
Yeah.
at we got. Here's the pace truck. It's down. Ethan Flanagan took the inside. Barkley is on the outside, and Cuins is right behind the number 35 from Flanagan. Flanagan didn't have the greatest start, but looks like he's taking off now.
Barkley's
Yeah.
super loose there.
He just got loose on tires there, did he not?
Oh, man, yeah, and he lost a couple spots there. Went 3 wide with the 11 and the 92 there for a second.
42 is coming like a madman right now. He's driving it like he stole it for sure.
Yeah, he was in some heavy traffic there with the 92. Wasn't giving them an inch.
Who's going to use the chrome horn here? That's what we need to see.
Well, Flanagan's up there, so I mean, if he can stay there, check out old Keels just took second spot.
Oh,
I don't know, man. I wouldn't put it past any of these guys. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's happening.
he tried to pinch him.
Yeah, he
Now
did.
look, then he tried to retaliate and hit him in the tail.
And here we go. There goes Flanagan spinning to the inside. Held the brake. We're staying green, folks. Staying green.
Oh my.
Yeah, I couldn't
goodness.
tell if he was trying to correct to straighten that car out or if
Well-
he was trying to take a swing at
Yeah.
Ewan. I don't
I-
think Ewan's really meant to hit him. I think he just slid up into him because he loves running that low line. But
Well-
you could interpret that either way, couldn't you?
It almost looked like he was trying to pinch Cuins down there. Kind of a double deal. I don't know if there was, you know.
Oh, big wreck between the 56 and the 27 yellows out.
Well,
Oh, that was a bad wreck.
not cool. This late in the race. Well, we got to see some fireworks, and now
Yeah.
we're just gonna get back up there. And what was Red Stick Mike doing there? Oh man.
He lost control there.
Let's see. I think he did it to avoid getting in the rear end of Greg Klein and lost control and just Joe Archer had nowhere to go.
Wow. Quite an impact there.
Oh, well, we're gonna have to restart this thing. Let's see who's where. Oh man.
We're going to get to see who to watch here.
Well, Greg Klein gets in the mix now. We should get a lap back here now.
You know, Greg would love to be one of those spoilers who's not in the championship 4, but would love to get a win here right at the end. He's one of those guys that would cheer for me when I got eliminated, but oh, Kewins came down, but the 11 and the 42 ducked back out.
I don't know. That does he have damage? Why would he do
Kewins
that?
just wants tires.
I don't know.
He's getting, let's see, there's five cars on the lead lap. Well, 6 if you count Greg Klein, who's his teammate.
That was,
We're gonna restart with like 2 to go, probably. Oh man, I don't know about this decision by the 60.
yeah, I don't either.
I don't think his tires are gonna heat up good. I'm just not sure how that's gonna work out for him.
I'm dumbfounded. Maybe they know something we don't know. Yeah. This pace truck is just going around. We're gonna at least be lap 173 when we start this thing. Yeah, I don't know what the 60 did there, man.
Let's see what he can do as we'll get racked and stacked back up here. Lights are still on the pace truck.
Yeah.
Well, thank you once again to Triple T Custom PCs for
Triple T.
sponsoring tonight's race.
Yeah.
Final race of this Cup season in the Midwest Days of Thunder League.
Yeah, there's 2 laps left. When we go to green, Hewins is directly behind Angel Hernandez. So let's see where right behind them is Ethan Flanagan. So I think we might see a little bit more fireworks. Not sure.
Well, as we go into 3 and 4 here, if you're one of these guys back here behind the front row, what's your strategy to get around here?
Run into your car.
There you go. Here comes the pace truck down on pit road for the final time. The 11 and the 42 restarting in the front. Green flag's in the air. The 35 gets into the back of the 9. That'll give Kewins the ability to kind of pick his line here. Looks like he's going to go the low side behind Andrew Kolb in the 11. 42, Angel Hernandez. Keep in mind, whoever finishes better than the other 3 is going to be your champion tonight out of the top 4. It doesn't matter who finishes in between or in front of them.
But Kobe is basically running blocker, looks like, for the 42 right now.
$35 is definitely out to get a piece of the 60, but swing and a miss there.
I can tell that 35 is not happy.
He's driving it like he stole it just to try to hit him.
He's very, very loose. He can't hardly hang on to the 35 there.
White flag is out, so this is going to be official. Oh, this is going to be... Somebody's going to dive it in.
And what just having Kobe up here is not helping anything. The championship part of it, anyway.
Oh, they door each other.
Oh, that's what we wanted to see.
Oh, they're three wide.
Action here. Oh, no! No! Who won that?
I don't know, but it looks like Flanagan actually crossed the line.
I
first.
think Ethan got it.
What the? Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was a pretty insane finish.
I'm going to go back and... Oh, my gosh.
So iRacing has it scored. Andrew Kobe, Justin Barkley, Ethan Flanagan, Alan Kewins, Greg Klein, and Angel Hernandez. That's what iRacing has scored, and that's what'll be official.
Yep.
Kobe did go across the line first, then he just stuck into the wall.
Ethan, that is wild.
Looks like now we do have a little stuff going on radio, so interesting. Oh, well, that was wild, I guess. And Kobe just, I guess he didn't give two damn about whose championship it is.
Yeah.
He put himself right in the mix of things.
Himself, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it's his prerogative.
Yeah.
Andrew Kobe of Super Serial Racing. Out there picked up the race win.
Yeah. Look at the 60 and the 35. Well, interesting.
Well, kind of a great little capstone to this season. A little bit of excitement here and at the finish here at Homestead Miami Speedway.
Yeah. Nobody's come up to the podium. Oh, there's one. There might be some anger.
Well, let's go ahead and talk to our champion right now. You guys want to go ahead and talk to him?
Sure.
And congratulations, Ethan Flanagan, on being the champion this season in Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. Man, you guys got aggressive there the last few laps and it really kind of changed the outcome of the race there towards the end. How did you see it?
Oh, I thought it was over. Until that caution came out, though, and everybody was wrecking down the front stretch. I thought it was over. Great race between the 60, the 42, and at the beginning, the 6. It's been a pretty roller coaster season.
Let's do the race rundown here since we're sitting here.
Yeah.
Let's see. What was the? How did we finish up here? English.
Hey, can you not hear Ethan? Ethan's talking, man.
I can't hear
No,
him.
no
Sorry.
worries. No worries.
Go ahead, Ethan.
Yeah, but it was a pretty good race up to those final 10 laps, and then it kind of started to look like the last Xfinity season, the ending to that race. But I don't think that one was broadcasted. But I think Angel won that race the same way I won, or not the championship the same way I did this race. I'm not really sure, but oh my God, it's been a roller coaster season. Didn't expect to come to win tonight, but I expected to try and get the championship, and that happened.
Well, great job, man. Do you got any shout outs or anything you want to get out there? We know it's been a long season, and you and your team have really helped each other out quite a bit. You want to go ahead and get your shout outs done?
Yeah, of course. You know, F2ER, they've been my sponsor since, and great supporters. They're amazing supporters. I was in a voice chat with them earlier, and they're awesome people. They, yeah, and CD Keys and Sweet Crete, just the best people. I mean, that support me. My parents, my friends, everybody. It's wonderful.
Well, congratulations there. I had a Discord issue. Great job, man. Champion. You got it the hard way tonight.
Oh yeah, I I don't know if I really. I wouldn't say I led the laps, but I wouldn't say I really earned it at the end. That was luck. I gotta say it. It was absolute luck. But maybe drag Isaac up in here after this. It's his first championship as a team owner.
Well, great job, man. And yeah, you don't give yourself enough credit. You wouldn't have been in the position you were unless you were really aggressive and really fought for it there towards the end. So you put yourself there. I know that everybody sliding across the finish line wasn't how y'all really planned it, but you had to put yourself in the position there first. So definitely give yourself enough credit there, and great job, and good luck next season.
Thanks. And I kept my foot in it. I'll just say that. But and also don't count your chickens. I can't even say it, dude. I forgot how it even goes. But yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for putting on a good broadcast, and have a good night.
Yep, you too, man. Well, you guys want to talk to our race winner since he did win the race? Let's talk to Andrew Kolb. Hey, Andrew Kolb, it's the guys up the booth. You got us?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Good, man. You really held on right there. You had to fight your way back up through the field here to put yourself in contention. But great job hanging on for the race win. We know you weren't one of the championship four, but we even talked about it, thinking that maybe we'd have a non-championship driver walk away with a win, and that's exactly what happened tonight.
Yeah, I was definitely racing for the win. Hate to see it end in a wreck. I think Angel probably had it if it didn't, but I'll take the win any way I can get it.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. You were up there with those three contenders, and you weren't backing down from them at all. That was pretty fun way to end the race. I think you did crash at the end with everyone else, but I think you deserved that one. You were having a heck of a run. Good job tonight.
Appreciate it.
All right, Andrew, you got any shout outs or anything to get out there before we let you go?
Yeah, just my teammates, Super Serial Racing, Justin and Derek, great guys, and you guys in the league, thanks for everything, and it was a good year.
Hey, you guys sticking together for next season in Cup? Y'all sticking with the same team for next season, or what's the deal there?
I think we are. I don't have any plans on leaving.
Outstanding, man. Well, good luck next season, and we'll see you then.
All right, man. Thanks. Have a good night, guys.
All right, let's talk to our second place finisher. That'd be Justin Barkley. Macaroni Man, you got a copy?
Yeah, man, I got you.
Hey, man, it was fun watching you race out there tonight. Real exciting. I mean, you really pushed it and really held your own out there. That last couple of laps was kind of hairy, though.
Oh, it definitely was. I was I was just out there trying to win the race. Glad my teammate got it done. Um, but yeah, I didn't want to get in the way too much of the championship four, but I definitely wasn't going to just move over and let him have it. Um, but I think I stayed out of everybody's way, and it definitely come down to an exciting finish.
Yeah, it did. Are you looking forward to anything next season, or
I'm just
what are your
hoping.
plans?
I just hope I have a season like I did in the playoffs until the round eight. I was doing good, hanging in there. Just got to stay out of the trouble, because I would have been the, you know, thing theoretically would have went my way. Things would have been different for me tonight.
Well, that's awesome, man. Super Serial taking first and second tonight in the race. Looking forward to next season. Keeping the band all together, I'm sure. So good luck, buddy. We'll see you. We'll see you then. You got any last minute shout outs you want to get out there?
No, just I guess congratulations to Ethan on a good season, and my teammates for all the help and all the admins to get it done. And thank you guys for all the work you do.
You bet, man. We'll see you later.
Take care.
Well, let's bring up our winning crew chief here. Hey, Isaac, this guy's in the booth. You got us.
All right, what's going on, guys?
Hey, talk about a successful season here for your boy Ethan, man. You guys put in a lot of hard work and did a lot of strategy talk and really paid off tonight. I know it's not the kind of win y'all envisioned for the championship.
I'm still trying to catch my
that's to
voice. 'Cause
say
I
the
couldn't,
least.
I
I'm
couldn't
sure.
believe what happened. I was screaming because I could not believe it. That was one of the most insane finishes I've ever seen for a championship, and I mean, it's well deserved by Ethan. He worked his tail off to get here. Kind of sucks we didn't have two guys in the championship race this season. Justin unfortunately had a miss last week. Had he made it, we'd had two guys up there, but Ethan did a phenomenal job today. Throughout the race, I was listening to the broadcast and listening to Mr. Road to Pro, and I was telling Ethan, like, dude, you can't be running on the top line again. You're wearing your tires out too much. So he made that adjustment, and we had the speed. He got involved in that incident with 60, and he was getting frustrated. I was like, dude, just calm down. Like, caution came out, like, dude, calm down. He got 3 laps shootout here. And, it paid off for him. I mean, that's probably one of the luckiest championships you'll ever get.
Well, talk about the team next season. Is there going to be a shakeup in the team at all? Or y'all going to move forward with the same team structure that you have now? Talk about what y'all are going to do moving forward.
No, there's not gonna be any shakeup. The only shakeup that might be is if Pete doesn't want to run next season. I'll be moving up in his place. But if Pete runs, we're gonna have the same 4 guys. Those guys did a hell of a job this season. Ethan finished the season off really strong. 2 wins to start off the playoffs. Justin, I think, won 4 or 5 races, so we got 6 total wins. Steven has really improved over these last couple seasons. Has found a lot of long run speed. So look forward to maybe him getting a win next season. And no really change. We got a good group of guys. They mesh well together, and we kind of feed off each other's humor and stuff like that during the race, make the race go by a little bit quicker.
Awesome, man. Well, we know you're going to have a lot of success in the future with your guys, and keep up the great work.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all putting the broadcast on.
Yep, congrats, man.
Thank you.
Well, Francisco, we want to do a little run through here. Get ready to shut this sucker down.
Sounds good.
All right, let's go down through. Let's talk about our championship 4 first of all. Ethan Flanagan walks away champion tonight, finishing in 3rd place. Alan Kewins 2nd place, of course. 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are really just the kind of the disappointing back end of the finishing tonight. But Alan Kewins one heck of a job out there tonight as well. 2nd, Angel Hernandez 3rd in the championship, and Tony Fry 4th. As far as your race rundown, your race finishing order, Andrew Coe walks away with the win tonight after starting way back in 12th and having to get a lap back early. Justin Barkley, very consistent all night. 2/10 behind him right there, finishing in second place. Ethan Flanagan, your champion, picking up the podium, third place. Alan Kewins finishing in fourth after starting on the pole tonight. Greg Klein in the 92, his teammate, finishes in fifth place. Angel Hernandez looked like he had the win wrapped up tonight. I'm sure not a happy camper tonight how this thing finished. He'll finish in sixth place, the last car on the lead lap. Stephen McComas, the first car, one lap down in seventh place. Chicken Man Joe Archer in the 56, finishing in eighth. Ninth place will go to Red Stick Mike Simone in the 27, 10 laps down. Had quite a few problems tonight. So did Tony Fry in the 6. Had that, trying to avoid that wreck right there at the end of lap 1, and just overcorrected, couldn't hold it, and man, you feel bad for Tony tonight, but that'll round out your top 10.
Yeah, it looks like we have Derek Schimmel in the 96 there, 11th. 10 of Matt Forns blew his motor. He had to set this thing out. 12th. Justin Malarkey got into an incident early. Rough night. And that's going to wrap it up.
Well, thanks to everybody who joined us on all of our streams tonight. Thank you once again to Triple T's Custom PCs for sponsoring tonight's championship race. And thank you so much, Francisco Villarreal, for being our fearless leader here on Friday nights this season, and doing such a great job in the control room, and being our lead commentator, and Adam down there on the pit lane, and all of the analysis and stuff that you're getting better and better at, buddy. I'll tell you that. And just wanted to say thank you all for supporting this league, and for myself, Francisco Villarreal, and Adam Turner. We'll see you guys next season. We go.
See ya.